Are you okay if we restart now?
Yes, okay.
Yes, it's okay.
Yes.
So, goal now is to talk about communication manager. So, communication manager. So, all communication, audio, video, conference, instant message, in fact, are managed by communication manager inside middleware. Communication manager provides a set of APIs in order to pilot audio-video communication in one PCC mode or third PCC mode. So that means using directly Squall if we are inside a device which embed a SIP softphone like OTC-PC, like iPad. Or free PCC mode is just in order to pilot in remote call control your physical DEX phone, for example. So Communication Manager provides also a set of API in order to join a conference, a scheduled conference, or in order to initiate a chat session. There is also a set of events in order to follow, in order to understand what happened inside an active communication. Communication Manager is based on ACS telephony event. So we saw this part just before this morning. There are a set of events sent by Buddy Console. So update call leg, and update call end. So this event allow to follow status of all active communication. And these ACS events are including also extended information coming from ICS telephony. So before the OTC client family, in fact, my instant communication was based with my teamwork plus a specific part of my instant communication for telephony communication. And with middleware, we merge information coming from ICS and ACS in order to really try to build a way in order to have multimedia communication in easier way. So the decision was done to use ACS telephony event and to include inside this ACS model some ICS telephony specific information. And Communication Manager, in order to perform some requests like make call, take call, open a new IM session in order to join a conference, is using both either ACS API or ICS API. It depends. Mainly for all telephony action, we use ICS API, and for all all things about conferences and about chat session, we are using ACS. So global overview. So the OTC client is based with a WebView using middleware, and we have on, we can say, on OpenTouch side ICS on ACS, and we have also potentially we are using a device, OTC iPad, for example, or even more OTC PC. We are using Squall, which is the SIP softphone. So we are using the Qt technology, the WebView, and inside this WebView we have got the middleware. But middleware inside its WebView is also is also able to dialogue with a softphone interface, which provide in fact ability for middleware to give some order to Squall, like accept call, make an audio call, make a video call, put this call in hold, resume the call, terminate the call, hang up. So inside the WebView, middleware will be able to ask some order to this softphone interface in order to interact with Squall. And there is also an ability to address, to dialogue with some library. So in order to do some specific action like make a dialable number. So I've got a number coming from the dial pad from OTCPC, and I want to make this number dialable, make canonical. There are also some other things like start the minuar application or stop it, things like that. So our target is to speak about Communication Manager. So Communication Manager, in fact, is using Participant Manager. So not something not a new thing, you already know. And in fact, he is using also something which is inside the service layer, but I don't know really why we stay this local SIP manager module in service layer. It's a kind of infra layer, but there is certainly some reason. So it is in service layer. But anyway, Communication Manager is using this module, local SIP manager, in order to interact with Squall.
Eric, we put a local SIP manager in service layer because it has to be seen by OTCPC, I believe. No?
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I think there are some.
It is to avoid the client to have access to the
infra layer.
Yeah. It's not a real services.
Yes, there is not really services, but maybe inside this. Yes, on even more. In fact, in order to initialize the Squall, we need middleware need to get device file management, so file which contain all what is needed for Squall initialization, and in fact this information is provided through an event coming from local SIP manager. So it's really a service, as he is able to send event to OTC client. Okay. So a way in order to access to Squall. And there is when we use directly access to Squall, it is for first PCC action. Okay. Native interface, he is using interface in order to have access to some external library. Okay. The Communication Manager is also using the infra layer, and inside infra layer he is using im.js file and conversation.js file, just in order to have access to some ACS API, and mainly used for third PCC actions like join conf or like start EM session. And there is also communication is also able to use some the ECS protocol interface, which is based inside, which is located inside InfraLayer, in order to have access to ICS services, and it's used for third PCC telephony action. Okay. For example, I want to hang up the call I have on my desktop. I can do this action using OTCPC, and then Communication Manager will ask through his ICS protocol specific web services. Okay, so that's all for this slide. So the eventing model. Communication Manager provides its own eventing model. So it's not really the ACS event which are provided, and it's not at all the ICS, in fact, eventing model. So it's based on ACS logic with some additional info from ICS. It is the same eventing model for IM session, or for audio video session, or for scheduled conference. There is the same logic. And also same model, whatever the communication is for a conversation user or for a connection user, whatever it is a remote call control communication or a communication local one using embedded softphone, so Squall. Okay, so a big slide. It's just to list not all the event, but main event we can have coming from Communication Manager. So it is a eventing model here. So first one, new communication, is just to say, okay, we have got a new call reference for a new call. Add participant, is just to say there is a new participant which is coming into this communication. Remove participant, so okay. An event which explains the status of a participant. So status participant gives information about this participant. Is this participant have got a IM leg or an audio leg, a viewer leg? Is it on all? Is it muted? And in fact, this kind of information is used in order to provide this information to OTCPC or OTC Web. And clearly, it is what is used here. Here we see there is a user Eric. He doesn't have any audio leg. So it is provided by Communication Manager. This information is provided by Communication Manager using the event participant status. Is there an audio leg? Or is it muted? Like here, for example. These information are coming from participant from Communication Manager. Okay. An event in order to say okay in order to say to OTC PC, OTC client, it's time to open the COM card. So here it say we are seeing an audio or video media is active. please open a card. On here it's the same, but ComCard is supposed to be already open, and we just gave no, I'm wrong. Update media is just to say, okay, what about the media which are running inside this communication? Update media. So it can be very audio, there is also IM, there is also publishing or presentation. And I was talking about this one. So this one, update call media state, is linked with call media open. Call media open, we open the card. On update call media state, the state of the COM card change. So maybe COM card is open, we are in dialing state, and after we have an update call media state saying now the call is in calling state. Now the call is in conversation, so conversation state. Now the call is in hold state, things like that. Close communication, it's the final event, final one. So the communication is terminated. Audio media invitation is just to say it's time to open a toast. So there is a ringing incoming notification. So here is in order to close the toast. This event is to say, okay, we have got in fact a communication based on Squall, based on the soft phone. On this communication based on soft phone, we can link this communication with a call reference, with a call ID coming from OpenTouch. So we put in relation, we can have at the moment two communications at the same time, one for the SIP soft phone, one another for OpenTouch point of view, and finally they are the same. So it is indicated using this event. Here is some event from instant message. So this event contains an instant message. This other is saying a participant is currently writing a message. Okay, so a lot of event, but in order to have a clear view, better thing is to have a look to an example. I hope this picture is readable. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you success to read to detect what is the event. Okay. So here is a first case. So make call in remote call control. That means that user A is using an OTC PC, for example, and he will perform a call on its DEX phone. So a remote call control done on its DEX phone. So user is dialing a number, and so the OTC client is requesting this API, create audio call, to middleware, so to communication manager. Create audio call. Okay, with a request ID, as all API of middleware are running in an asynchronous way. This create audio call, in order to play it, communication manager will use in fact an ICS web services make call request. Okay, which is also something which is running in an asynchronous way. And at a moment, So request to ICS result is an asynchronous and can come at any time. But in order to have a readable sequence diagram, okay, I decide to put it, maybe there is a little time, but okay. We obtain the answer here. I mean, we could obtain the answer from ICS about our make call request after we start receiving some information from telephonic information. So just be aware. On the return we obtain from ACS is the following: something containing the new call reference, the call ID. And using the request ID, OTC client is able to say, okay, in fact, I request a new call using a request identifier. And now this call I was requesting will run with this call reference, call ID. And then from Buddy Console, we will receive this kind of information, kind of event, set conversation preference, including the call ID. And middleware will indicate to OTC client, okay, there is a new communication and here is its call ID. And at this time, OTC client will understand that, okay, the call I was waiting for with my request ID is in fact this call reference and it's released. So all run fine. So OTC client is aware about the call ID. Okay. After that, we will receive some leg information. So information about audio leg. So maybe first an audio leg for myself. Okay, saying, okay, your state is pending about your leg. Okay, for the same call reference. On middleware, we send, okay, you are yourself inside this communication. It is the event add participant. After that, we will receive an update call leg event from Buddy Console saying user B, so the person we are calling, is also inside the communication and he has got an audio leg. I lost my mouse. Okay, so add participant of the remote party for the same call reference. In the same time, we say, okay, we have got the two participants. It seems it's time to say to OTC client, it's time to open a COM card. Okay. So it's the meaning of this call media open event. It's time to open the COM card. After that, we should receive from OpenTouch the information saying, okay, the remote party is ringing, outgoing, thing like that. So we send another event saying that call state has changed, and now call state is no more dialing, but call state is calling. And when the callee answer, we receive also an update call leg event saying that my leg is now in connected state. So, in fact, we will receive an update call leg for remote party, an update call leg for myself. And when I receive the update call leg information about myself, saying that I am in connected mode, we forward this information using the event update call media state, saying call state is now in conversation. And so the COM card is refreshed. So it's really handled by Buddy Console event. We have quite the same logic, but not exactly the same name of event. So we create, we obtain a call reference. We say, okay, there is a new communication, active communication. So the make call seems working fine. We add the participant inside the conference, inside the communication. We ask to open the COM card, and we update the state. Just about if it was a conference, we could have more than 2 events about add participant. We should obtain the event add participant for all the participants of the conference, if it was a conference. So just to have a short global overview of what are the meaning of the event, because in fact, OTC Plessey needs that event in order to handle correctly the COM card. So you need to have a good understanding of this, of the meaning of this event coming from Communication Manager. So another example. So I'm sorry, it's probably more easy for me than for you. You have a lot of information to understand. So here it is not an outgoing call, but an incoming call. So at the moment there is a toast which will be open, and it is in fact the scenario we run together beginning of this morning. So user B is calling user A. So we will receive from OpenTouch the event set conversation preference with a call reference. In fact, the same thing as just before. We open a call context, new communication. We will receive information about audio leg for the same call reference, about myself, about the other, and same thing. We will say, okay, we have one participant, myself, and another participant, in fact, the caller. As soon as we have information about the caller, we are able to ask OTC client to open a toast. So he open a toast. So audio media invitation is for open a toast. So we can answer the call. So he has to answer the call. OTC client ask the API, the communication middleware API answer call. And the answer call is done through a remote call control request to ICS, answer call request. Result is that call is established, and I will receive an update call leg event from Buddy Console saying, now your audio leg is connected. Okay, so we can close the toast. Okay, we close the toast, and we can say it's time now to open the COM card. Because communication is established. So, in fact, once we have understood the logic, it's still the same. New communication, we add the participant when we receive information about an audio leg about that participant. Here it's for opening a toast. And as soon as the COM card can be opened, we provide information to OTC PC, OTC client. You can now open a COM card. Okay. So now, is it still readable? Yes. Yes, it is.
Was better, but a little bit worse, but still readable.
Okay. So, in fact, this case is for an incoming call. So we should see the same kind of event in order to open a toast, but it is a little more complex just because this time we are not looking for a call on the DEX phone, but it's a call done directly on the soft phone when OTCPC is running Squall. So it is the C+ mode. So in fact, in this mode, for a connection user in C+ mode, the OTCPC starts the soft phone, the SIP soft phone, so Squall, and then he is able to receive some SIP invite. So in that case, OTCPC is running in soft phone mode. So user B is calling me. Maybe, is calling me. So as I am in a C+ mode, OTCPC is a soft phone. So OpenTouch SIP server will send a SIP invite to Squall. On Squall will indicate, in fact, to middleware, there is a new call which is ringing, and he provide to middleware a SIP session reference, SIP session ID, and what is the caller. So as a Squall, which is embedded into the TCPC, is saying, I've got a new incoming ringing call. In fact, somewhere there is a ringing tone. So it's, for middleware point of view, immediately we say, okay, so you can open a toast with the SIP information. Here is the SIP session reference, and here is the caller. So audio media invitation, same event as the previous case, but this time we don't have the call ID reference, we have a SIP session ID reference. Anyway, OTCPC will open a toast. He is not aware about the call OpenTouch call ID reference, but he knows that it is a local incoming call using this SIP session ID. After that, we receive information from OpenTouch. OpenTouch will say, okay, there is a new call reference, a new active communication. So we are able to say, okay, we have a new call ID, a new communication. We receive the update call event from ACS, from Buddy Console. Still the same story for myself, for the caller. And we are able then, for this call reference, this call ID, to say we have one participant myself, we have another participant, user B. And in fact, there is an algorithm in order to detect that finally this call ID with this user B, which is an incoming call, is the same call as this one with the same caller and in the same time. So in fact, it is the same call. So at this moment, we are able to send a SIP call ID linkage event saying this SIP session ID call reference is in fact the same call as this one. And at this time, we are able also to send again an event audio media invitation saying it's time to, this time, refresh the toast. And as we have now the call reference from OpenTouch, we have more capability available on this toast. In fact, the first time we open the toast, we have only SIP capability. So probably able to answer, but no more. On here, when we have performed the link between the OpenTouch call reference and the SIP session reference, we are more capability, we are capabilities provided by OpenTouch itself. For example, now we can still continue to take the call, but we can also redirect this call to our voicemail, for example. So there is a refresh of the call. I lose again my mouse. There is a refresh with more capability. So the toast, if we have a look at the toast, sometimes you can see that the button which allow you to redirect the call to voicemail came a little time after. And it is a refresh of the toast and is due to this sequence. We first read the SIP invite, and after we receive information from OpenTouch, and then toast is refreshed, and first display of the toast only allow to take call and not to redirect. Redirect appear here. So SIP information coming from Squall and OpenTouch information coming from ACS are fully asynchronous. Sometimes we can have information from OpenTouch before the information from Squall. It can happen. So we can answer. And this time, as it is not a call we done on the DEX phone, but directly on the soft phone embedded into OTCPC, the accept call will be done not in by a request done on OpenTouch, but directly by Squall. Squall will say, okay, the call is now modified. It is in active state. We have a specific event in order to indicate to OTC client that the SIP session level is connected. Okay, this event. So this event appear when we for video features, just to say now you are able also to escalade in video, for example. So it's important for OTCPC to know that the SIP session is really established. So it is provided, this information is provided using this event, SIP session connected. And we continue to receive information from OpenTouch, update call leg, saying that my audio leg is connected. And then we can say, okay, close the toast and open the COM card. So idea is to provide you also the sequence diagram in order to use it as some reference in order to understand how it should work, or maybe why there is an issue. For sure, there's logic coming from this event, middleware communication event, are well known also by people working on OTC client, like people working on OTCPC. They know well this logic, or they should. Okay, so here is maybe the most complex things we can have. So maybe it's not really the complete truth, but it's still the same. It's still the same story on the same event. And this model, in fact, is based on finally a buddy console event. And the big advantage is that if we are running a chat session on no more an audio session, it will be quite the same event. So if we have a look to, so okay, I have some, it is a SIP only incoming call. Okay, I have some bubble. On here, according to an algorithm, an association is possible between call ID and SIP session ID. And then the toast is refreshed. That means that we have more capabilities like forward to voicemail. which appear here in the toast. Okay. So go to next slide about a chat session. So I suggest to have a look to this slide, and after it will be time for you for lunch, and for us to complete some little last slides. Okay. So a chat session. So here the story is that user A initiates an instant message session with user B. So how it works? It is an API which is called Open EM Session Multi-User. So multi-users because we can start directly with several people, but in fact it is not used by OTC-PC or OTC iPad. They always use only one, I think. So I want to open an EM session with user B. OTC-PC provide a request ID. Middleware Communication Manager will generate its own call ID reference. So he generates a unique call ID. And he asks to ACS, so to OpenTouch, to open this new IM session using this call ID. Middleware return without any return from ACS. We say, okay, so a new communication is open. So here is the call ID. So it is here is the request ID. For this request ID, your new communication is this call ID. He say, okay, inside this call reference, there is some media, and one of them is IM. So IM attribute is equal to true. Audio attribute is equal to false. So this event, I don't present you this event in the audio sequence diagram, but if it is an existing event, even in audio media. But I don't put in the diagram in order to don't disturb, to don't put a lot of complexity inside this diagram. So this event is for indicating that it is for IM media. And after we add the other people as a new participant. At a moment, OpenTouch will react and say, okay, it's clear, for this call ID, you have got an IM leg in a connected state. So at this moment, we add ourselves into the communication. And it's in fact the green light for OTC client to say, okay, now you can write a message. So you see, it's the same kind of event. New communication, add participant. The only new event is update media. It is an event indicating which media is running inside this call reference. But this event exists also in case of an audio communication. Okay, so he writes an event, he writes a message. So the API call towards Communication Manager is send IM. There is an action API request which is done by ACS. Action is send underscore IM. The same call reference, so the message. And this message is then sent to user B. And there is a kind of echo which is done by middleware itself, saying, okay, there is a message, it is your message, message 1, and this message is then displayed. Here is just an event for status of participant, saying, okay, user B is online, his presence is online. Imagine user B is not connected. In fact, the ACS will send then a deferred message. On here, the result will be okay, list of OT user online is empty, and user B is in fact offline, and he will receive the event, the message, as soon as he will connected. He will connect. Okay, and if user B write an event, we will receive an event from either ACS event pipe, the event add IM, saying user B is sending you the message to, and middleware, we forward this information using this event, the same as the previous one, indicating a new event, a new message from user B on MSG2. On MSG2 is displayed. Okay, so you see, in fact, on middleware, we build a eventing model for communication, which is not what has been done on ICS telephony, but by this way, it is really easy to talk about multimedia communication, because even if it is whatever it is an audio communication or whatever it is a chat communication, the eventing from communication manager is the same. New communication, update media, add participant, things like that. So at OTC client side, it will be easier to build multimedia com card. So that's the idea. For sure, we are listening ACS event from ACS event pipe. So we receive this kind of event, update call leg. So it's event middleware event model is very near, in fact, ACS model, but not ICS telephony model. So that's all for this morning. I suggest we stop here, and we will continue communication manager this afternoon. I don't know what routing also. We have routing on other managers. We will discuss about a short view of other managers. But it,
for me, I won't be here before 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yeah.
Is it okay for you for 2 p.m.
So
this afternoon?
3 p.m. For your local time.
3 p.m. for your local time. Is it okay for you?
For me, okay. For other guys, I don't know, but I think for them too, it's okay.
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 So I will open a new conference for this afternoon.